Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO. Experienced physicians and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Show Low. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Sports Zone Radio is pleased to announce that we are now live streaming our Friday Night Football show Game of the Week every Friday night on our website, sportszone123.com. You're sure to love the high-quality, high-definition live video produced by the best team in the business, and we think that you'll especially appreciate our second-to-none instant replay system. This is Floyd Simmons inviting you to tune in the broadcast on radio at 98.5 KRFM, listen in on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app, and enjoy our live video stream every Friday, plus the replay all week long at sportszone123.com.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hey everybody, welcome into Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Show Low High School. And this right here, this place we're about to bring you the game of the week. 1 of 4 we'll bring you this week on the radio. This place is the Hatch Toyota Arena, brand new name of the gym at Show Low High School. And we want to welcome you in, everybody. There's a good look at the home team, the Show Low Cougars, as they get set to take on the Payson Longhorns. Folks, this is Northland Basketball. And it's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless right here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome in, everybody. As the number 14 ranked and seeded Show Low Cougars get ready to take on the number 19 seed in the 3A state playoffs, the Payson Longhorns. And these two teams have seen each other twice this year, and it has been a couple of great games played between the squads. Now, Show Low finished third in the 3A East. They finished behind first place Holbrook and second place Snowflake. Those two teams tied with 8-2 records, but Holbrook had the tiebreaker. So they end up with the regular season championship of the 3A East. Congratulations to the Holbrook Roadrunners. Snowflake finished second. Show Low with a 7-3 mark finished third in the East. By the way, an overall record of 12-6 for the Cougars. And the Payson Longhorns at 5-5 in the East finished fourth. And their overall season record was 8-10. But what did they do against each other when they saw each other in the regular season? Well, we've had a lot of people talking about the matchups. And certainly they produced a couple of notable games when they played at Payson on January 20th. Show Low defeated the Payson Longhorns 70-67. And then they played against each other one last time on February 8th. That was at Show Low High School. And the Cougars ran away with that victory as we take a look at the Cougar. Cougar Cook. Yeah, he's a Cougar, Show Low Cougar. He is also named Cougar. And Cougar is an exceptional athlete and the guy that has to have a big game every time this Show Low team comes out and plays in the playoffs for the Cougars to have any hope of going deep in the postseason. The last time these two teams played, it was February 8th. right here at Hatch Toyota Arena. And the Cougars beat the Longhorns 58-31. I believe it was in that game that the sophomore Preston Power just went crazy and scored 28 points to help lead the Cougars to a victory. Well, welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons. They are about to introduce starting lineups at Hatch Toyota Arena. And here in this one tonight, with the Sholo team being the home squad, the Sholo, it's not the marching band, but the Sholo band is going to be entreating us with the national anthem here in a moment, and they might even yet be joined as well by the Payson Longhorn band that is in the arena. Listen, we got two bands in these close confines at Sholo High School. I think it's going to be really interesting and certainly loud here at Hatch Toyota Arena tonight. Should be a lot of fun. I want to introduce our production team as well.
And last but not least,
now bringing you this one, our producer is Derek Simmons, and he's giving you that look of the Payson starting five right now here at Sholo High School. Our technical director in this, being named a first-team All-State basketball player. I think he's in the top five. That's my opinion. I've seen everybody in the North, and I've seen them plenty, and I would put him easily in my Northland basketball starting five. And he is a terrific, terrific athlete in a number of ways. Also starting with him is Rian De La Cruz. Andre Henderson gets a start. Preston Power, the sophomore, starts today. And we'll give you that final starter in a moment. Now the national anthem at Sholo High School. Sholo Cougar band that provided the national anthem for us here tonight at Sholo High School. There was some speculation they might be joined by the Payson band, but the Payson band yielded, and they are yielding now as the Sholo band gets us going. And welcome in, everybody, to Northland basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. Out on the court, the starters for Sholo include Preston Power, Rian De La Cruz, Cougar Cook, Andre Henderson, and the fifth starter is Carlos Robles. And I'll give you those Payson starters as we get this thing rolling from the newly renamed Hatch Toyota Arena here at Sholo High School. Jumping center for Payson is Gary Bingham. Gary will jump against Carlos Robles for Sholo, and quickly controlled by the Cougars. Tipped to Rian De La Cruz. And Sholo has the ball first. Other starters for Payson include Jack O'Grady. Out here on the point defensively is Connor Hatch. Dexter Waterman is one of these starters for the Payson Longhorns, and the final starter is Jeremy Chavez. I mentioned jumping center a moment ago was Gary Bingham. Into the paint goes Cougar Cook, back outside to Carlos Robles. Cougar takes a three, dribbles in, shovel the pass, and he gets it back. Cook drives, and he lays it in. Cougar Cook starts the scoring in this one tonight, and draws a foul as well on the way in. Jeremy Chavez got him, and that's a three-point play opportunity already early on for the Sholo Cougars and their main guy, Cougar Cook. In a moment, we'll take a look at the officials here in this one for you today as Cougar converts at the line. It's 3-0, Sholo in front. So now right at right at 55 seconds into the first quarter. The Longhorns get their first opportunity, and they'll lose the dribble to Preston Power. Up the floor to Cook. Stops on the baseline, saw a little seam, and he drives easily to the basket. That is going to force a timeout. The head coach for Payson is Robert Mavis, and coach wants a 30-second timeout to try and get his guys straightened out on defense. Somebody got to account for Cougar Cook, right? All right, let's get a word in from our presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Back to Sholo right after this.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center, our sponsors here at Sports Zone Radio, and they will bring in the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game at the conclusion of this one. Hey, block shot, Carlos Robles for Sholo gets a hand on that. Here's a jump shot that goes up, and it's good for the Longhorns. Gary Bingham gets his first points today for the Horns, and this one is going to go out of bounds. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
Hey, back into it, everybody. And hey, grab that replay. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I asked for the quarter transition right there is what we call that graphic. And we missed that great shot. A three-point shot up and good for Cougar Cook. Sorry, Cougar. Sorry, family. Cougars got all 8 points for Sholos. They jump out early in this one. There is, by the way, Jack O'Grady with 2 points on the other end for Payson. Cook filling it. Lets it go from the corner, and that shot is up and no good. 8-4, our score. The lead for Sholo here in this one. And a big three is up. That one missed outside by Dexter Waterman. The follow by Gary Bingman also no good. And Preston Power can't convert either for Sholo. Rebound comes down to Jeremy Chavez, and he is fouled immediately by Andre Henderson, and that's his first foul of the game. Hey, radio listeners, you are listening live and local in the White Mountains on our Sports Zone Radio partner here across the White Mountains. That would be Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. And welcome back into it. Sholo on top early on. Payson with a chance to chop that down a little bit. And a pull-up jump shot from that's Dexter Waterman. Waterman shot good. A steal by Dexter. And that shot is also good. Well, how about the back-to-back for Dexter to tie the game here? We're tied at 8, everybody. Rian De La Cruz on the drive. Shot off the mark. Chavez the rebound. Payson a chance to go in front. Here as we go under 5 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. Yes. Ball lost on the dribble. Might have been knocked out by Preston Power. He comes up with it for the Cougars. Pull up three on the way. That's Cook. And it comes up shy. And Bingham the rebound for the Horns. They'll bring it into front court. Stop on the left side. Dexter Waterman. Dangerous cross-court pass. Pretty tall. It's off the hands of Connor Hatch. Out of bounds. Sholo's going to have the ball back. Sholo is the number 14 seed in the boys 3A state playoffs here in Arizona. Payson is number 19. That might be deceptive. I think Payson's probably a better basketball club than number 19. Tied right now with the Cougars, 8 apiece here in the first quarter. Head fake. Cougar Cook back outside. Rian De La Cruz in the paint. Missed the shot, tipped out. Back to Cook. And here is Mark Droulette, who just came into the game for Sholo. De La Cruz inside. Oh, nice job, Andre Henderson, to find his fellow big man underneath Preston Power, and Power's got his first points. Henderson's got his first assist of the game as well. The big guys working it nicely down in the low blocks for Sholo. 3:24 on the clock, first quarter. Chavez the ball at the elbow, left side, and now Waterman from the corner. He glanced that off the glass. It's no good. Sholo's got 2-on-1, and Cougar is too strong off the glass. And then on the rebound, Waterman clears it up for the Longhorns at the 3-minute mark of the first period. Left side, that's a 2 on the way. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound in the paint. And then De La Cruz snuck a hand in there and knocked it away from Jack O'Grady to get the ball back into the hands of the Cougars. De La Cruz 3-point try, it's no good. Rebound inside, Henderson! And he takes it up and he's got the shot for Sholo. He's also got the foul. Foul indication on Jack O'Grady, and it's made by one of those officials out there. His name is Gary Begay. And the other 2 officials are Brian Sosi, and the final of those 3 officials is B.J. Little. We know all 3 of those guys extremely well. There's B.J. right there. Know all very well. B.J., I consider him a brother. Having grown up with B.J. on the mean streets of Holbrook, Arizona. Here's the drive by De La Cruz. It goes up, and the shot is no good. Bounce around, and another whistle. And it's, well, listen, it's Jeremy Chavez. That's his second foul of the game. Three-point try from the right angle for O'Grady is no good. Ball into De La Cruz's hands up the floor. He spins and draws the foul. To the line for Rian De La Cruz. And that foul is on Jack O'Grady, his second foul. He's got 2 fouls. Jeremy Chavez for Payson has 2 fouls. And so a little bit of early foul trouble for a couple of Longhorns. That'll get Connor Hatch up off the bench. Hatch comes into the game and he replaces Jack O'Grady with the 2 fouls. Also on the floor for Payson is Easton Redford. And the guy at the line just made his foul shot. De La Cruz will make another one. Well, Sholo had an 8-4 lead and then back-to-back buckets for Payson to tie the game at 8. And now 6 unanswered points in a row for the Cougars, and they're going to get the ball back on a travel. So the Cougars with a chance to go 8 straight, maybe 9 if they pop one from the outside. Good little run for the Cougars. Cook delivers the bounce pass. Carlos Robles delivers the bucket and forces the Longhorns into yet another first quarter timeout. They're going to take their second of the quarter. That's costly, and they're down by a bunch. That's a full timeout? Well, we're going to treat it like one, and a word in from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, halftime sponsors here at Sports Zone Radio, Northland Basketball. And back to Sholo in just a moment.
Our Valentine Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons.
Wow!
First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today, 536-5972.
And Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will provide you the halftime report. Coming up at halftime, meanwhile, with 1:27 on the clock here in the first period. Sholo's got a 16-8 advantage right now. Force that second timeout from the Longhorns. Cougar Cook launches from the right side. His three is no good. It's brought down by Dexter Waterman. New on the floor is Caleb Marinelli. He wants to drive around the right side of the key. Missed that shot. Dribble in, pull up. Nice touch by Anderson Hatch. And Anderson's got his first points here in this one for the Longhorns. Coming up in the second quarter, we're going to welcome a guest on for a bit. The athletic director here at Sholo High School is John Cashner. They've been doing a lot of new things, a lot of different things at Sholo. And we're going to talk to him about some of those things during our second quarter coverage. Andre Henderson a miss. Payson rebound to Jeremy Chavez. And a three on the way, right side from Caleb Marinelli, and he misses that shot. Knocked out. Knocked out, and they say that Cougar Cook is the last guy to get a hand on it. Coming into the game for the first time is Nash Brewer, the sophomore. He replaces Rian Dela Cruz with 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Payson ball in the left corner. They're going to swing it around right side to the angle. Dexter Waterman backs it back outside as the Longhorns work the clock down. With 5 seconds, the baseline shot no good. Now 2 seconds. Brewer pulls up, lets it go. Shot good! Nash Brewer comes in cold off the bench. First time of the game at 20 seconds left, and the runner, the three-pointer off the right side, is good for the sophomore. And what a way to end the quarter. We'll watch the replay again. And right in front of the defender, Marinelli lets it ride. And the shot is good by Nash Brewer. And Sholo's got a pretty big lead. Yeah, kind of massive, really, 19-10 as we move on to the second quarter. Everybody stand by. A word in from Hatch Toyota. This is Hatch Toyota Arena hosting this game tonight. Sholo 19, Payson 10, Northland basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio.
New car production is increasing and dealer inventories are on the rise. As new car inventory rises, used car prices will start to fall. Now is the perfect time to trade in your current vehicle and get top dollar before the prices start to drop. Hatch Toyota has been keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years, and we're not going to stop now. Even though new car allocations are up from last year, your used car is still worth more than ever. It's still the best time to trade in your old ride and get top dollar. Come in, get an instant appraisal and offer, and we'll write you a check on the spot. Or apply it as a trade value for a new 2022 Hatch Toyota. And we have the inventory. Now's the time to turn your old car vehicle into a payday. We're not just saying it, we're paying it.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Offers on approved credit through Toyota Financial Services. Excludes government and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Back in, everybody. Nash Brewer for three again for Sholo, but that one won't go in. Preceded a moment ago by the first points of the quarter. Cashed in by the Payson Longhorns. And the guy that hit the shot from the outside was Easton Redford. He opens up the Longhorns second quarter scoring, and they're going to take a pass away inside. Stolen by Gary Bingham. Up the floor. Dexter Waterman's behind the back dribble is going to get him into some trouble on the baseline. Throws that one up. No good there. Mark Gillette battling for the Sholo rebound. He and Bingham go at it. Jump ball. And Sholo's going to have it. The Cougars start the second quarter with Cougar Cook, Mark Gillette, Nash Brewer, Andre Henderson, and Carlos Robles. And now here comes Rian De La Cruz back into the Sholo lineup. Also back in is Preston Power early on here now in the second quarter, about 59 seconds into the quarter. The Longhorns bring out Jack O'Grady, Easton Redford, who hit that three a moment ago. Jeremy Chavez back on the floor for the Longhorns. So is Gary Bingham. And Dexter Waterman is the fifth Longhorn starter in the quarter. Welcome back in, everybody. As Payson brings it up the floor, and Sholo continues a 6-point lead. And a nice job by Henderson to save a possession. And the athleticism at the end by Nash Brewer to finish and get Sholo in front by 8 again, 21-13. I welcome you back in. My name is Floyd Simmons, and folks here at Northland Basketball and our broadcast of this playoff game between Sholo and Payson, I want to welcome in a guest. He is the athletic director here at Sholo High School, and his name is John Kashner. Mr. Kashner, how are you?
Good, Mr. Simmons. How are you today?
I am doing A-okay.
Yes.
That Sholo turnaround for Gary Bingham, no good. Tips back to Gary. And he is blocked by Preston Power, whose outlet pass is taken away by Waterman. And then his shot, miss, will produce a Sholo rebound. Brewer has it. Well, thanks for spending a little bit of time. Just a great atmosphere. Got a great student section here at Sholo. The band sounds great. The spirits are high.
Kids have waited a long time to get into this arena, I'll be honest with you.
Absolutely. It's taken some time. This is like the third new floor in a while. I don't know, but it's beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. The contractor did a great job. The finishes, I know it's not even done yet, but it's gorgeous. The graphics are great. The arena looks great.
Thank you. It's taken a lot of work, a lot of people, a lot of hard times. I feel for our PE kids, and they've had to live outside for a long time.
They have made the sacrifice. There are some kids who came through Sholo High School and did almost their entire 4-year career and didn't get much use out of the building here.
Exactly. The idea of having a home court advantage for a basketball team on a home court, is important. Our kids haven't had that luxury.
Payson unable to complete the reverse lay-in, and there's a whistle and a foul at the end. Or did they just say it got knocked out? Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Sholo got a hand on it. Payson will inbound with 4:54 on the clock here in the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way at the break. Inbound. Redford's shot is up and no good. And there's a whistle from behind. That'll be a Payson foul. A little delayed call, but I think it's the right call, and the guy that got him was Dexter Waterman. He committed the foul, his first of the game for the Longhorns. So, beautiful arena, great place, and it's got a new name.
It's got a new name. It's Hatch Toyota Arena. I mean, the relationship that we've built with them has been outstanding. It's allowed us to do some things that the arena's not complete yet. We have some new scoreboards coming in, and a new center scoreboard and 2 other side scoreboards, so it'll even have a better look once we're all finished. It's taken a lot of time and effort.
Nash Brewer's three won't go in. Waterman has the Payson rebound. Sholo in front, 21-13. As we bring you coverage from the newly renamed Hatch Toyota Arena. They get to put their fingerprint, thumbprint, signature, whatever you want to call it, on a beautiful arena. It really is.
I mean, the floor is second to none,
yes.
I think, for high school. We can fit quite a few people. We have 3 full courts. And again, it's a great facility for a high school.
And if I'm not mistaken, the stands were, these are brand new, not in the, when this floor was done, but when the previous floor was done.
So really, they're brand new. They haven't been used.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's great. And John Kashner is with us right now, the athletic director here at Sholo High School. Mr. Kashner, this is a part of some ongoing evolution here at Sholo. Some changes, different things, some forward thinking, and a new day is dawning in athletics at Show Low High School, and I think it's permeating all of the activity in the school district.
Well, we're trying. It's a process. We're trying to bring, some modernization to our athletic program, both in how we structure the athletic program. That we're now a district program. Our coaches are now district, not just high school coaches. They're in charge of their programs from K-12, which is going to make a big difference, I think, for the continuity of our athletic program going forward. No different than you would as a principal wanting your academics to feed the next grade level and the next grade level. And hopefully that same thing will take happen here with our athletic program.
Talking with the athletic director, John Kashner. Changes here at Show Low High School. Nothing changes with the students, though. They're gonna give you a little stick their tongue out, and just show a little bit of spirit. As we watch Preston Power with the rebound, but his outlet is stolen back by Payson. Jack O'Grady will drive, throw it off the glass. The shuffle counts, and he also got a foul out of it. Terrific job as Nash Brewer commits the Show Low foul. Just a great job by Jack O'Grady, his second bucket of the game. And he took it up very high off the glass, had a nice touch out there to finish the effort. Yeah, we're going to get a little stoppage. Somebody might be bleeding out there, yeah. Off the court comes Jeremy Chavez. Replacing him for Payson is Connor Hatch. Well, Mr. Kashner, let me ask you about the competitive nature of Show Low athletics right now. The Lady Cougars last night in the first round of the playoffs got a fantastic victory.
Absolutely.
And they're going to advance in the playoffs, and this Show Low boys team has really looked strong as well.
They're coming on again. I think they'll move on, hopefully. A lot of game left today, but our athletic program, I think, has taken a step forward. All of our fall sports made the playoffs. Didn't end the way they wanted them, but from volleyball made it, football made it. So it was kind of a great start. Now basketball, both going hopefully into the second round. Wrestlers, we have 3 wrestlers that won regions, and we're taking 5 to state. So I think Show Athletics is looking bright for the future.
It's a great time to be the athletic director.
Yeah. The changes have been tough.
Well, let me ask it this way: is it ever great to be an athletic director? I mean, there's so much pressure on you guys in your job, and it seems like you never stop. You're always on the go, and
time commitment is the other thing.
And the pressure.
But when you have a good coaching group, and I think that's one of the things we've tried to do, is hire quality coaches, and it's reflective in how they handle our kids, and kids seem to really enjoy our coaching staff, which is important.
Payson Longhorns attempt a baseline shot. Preston Power says no thanks, get it out of here, so he rejects that. And the Longhorns drawn close here, 24-20. Show Low still in front, but Payson started to make some things happen here in the waning moments of the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. There's a drive by O'Grady. Torn off the glass, no good, but he did draw the contact, and he'll get to the free throw line. And the personal foul is on Carlos Robles of Show Low. Seems to me like the Show Low, the dance team or the cheerleaders.
Yes, especially our stunt team.
Yeah.
They are going to be actually, that's one of the things I'd like to talk for a second. Our cheerleading coach is retiring, but we're going to recognize her at halftime. Deanna Moya, she's won a national championship, first one for anybody on the mountain. I think she's won 6 or 7 state titles, so she's one of the most decorated coaches on our staff, and it's going to be hard to replace. She leaves a legacy that people can look to try and duplicate. That's going to be a tough job, but we're going to miss her.
Well, that's going to be tough shoes to fill as well right there. For sure. So to Ms. Moya, we hope that she enjoys her time off.
Exactly. And, she wants to spend a little bit more time with her family after that many years. I think it's 12 or 14 years, and that's a long time to be in one place doing the same thing.
Terrific. Timeout, by the way, taken by the Sholo Cougars, who are watching their lead erode here in the second quarter. Payson has pulled it within 2 now. Sholo 24, Payson 22. The Cougars going to bring Robles, Brewer, Henderson, Drulette, and Cougar Cook out here for the final couple of minutes. Nash Brewer has the ball in hand, deep on the right angle. Dexter Waterman covering him to Cook. And the return pass is taken away by Waterman. He'll drive, dish, and the finish, nope, not yet. Payson's got it though. 97 seconds left in the half. The tip out to O'Grady for a moment. Now Nash Brewer to Cougar Cook. Look at the speed of Cougar Cook as he leaves the defense behind him. And a must-make basket right there for Sholo as they go back in front by 4 points. Well, it's a playoff atmosphere in here, Mr. Kashner, and the fans are loving it. The energy is there. And these two teams are competing at a very high level.
Absolutely. You know, that's what playoff basketball should be about, any type of playoff. You bring the best, cream rises to the top, and it's great to have them here. And again, the crowd is still coming in, so I think we have a great crowd tonight and looking forward to a win.
Now, I don't know if you have a real good, clear view of the entire field out there, all the teams that are left here in the state playoffs. Well, 24 teams beginning tonight in the boys 3A playoffs. So I'm not going to ask you about every team out there, but I do want to ask you about a team from which community you have a lot of familiarity. I want to ask you about the highly ranked Coolidge Bears. That team has had a
great turnaround.
Fantastic year.
Well, they brought an old coach back who had been there before, won state titles, Dave Glasgow. Dave left Coolidge, and he worked for me at one time, went to Buena, had very high success there, and got talked into coming back to Coolidge. We have they have a new superintendent down there and new principals, and they wanted to get the program back, and he's done an outstanding job.
Final 52 seconds here of the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime is on the way. There's a 3. O'Grady missing outside. Chavez battling for the rebound, and is he going to control? Nope. It's knocked around, batted into the hands of Cougar Cook. Sholo's got it. Half a minute left. And Mark Drulette can't connect. There's a whistle and a Sholo foul. After a Payson rebound, Nash Brewer has his second foul of the game. We're down to 29.9 seconds left in this first half. Well, I'm looking forward to the new scoreboard and all that other, the fancy electronics coming in soon.
Yeah, you know, it's disappointing we couldn't have everything done at one time. In fact, as you know, after this game tonight, we're going to put everything away, and we have the floor people coming back for about 10 more days. But we wanted to get our teams at least in this gym this year for a few games, and this will be, I think, our 5th game, all within 4. We did 4 in 1 week, and now 1 this week.
Well, then when do you expect to, so you're closing again for a little bit of time, when do you expect to reopen permanently, full-time?
Probably in about 2 weeks. And that still doesn't mean the new scoreboards will be here. They're on order, the graphics and everything are being put in, and we had to wait a little bit until after we signed the contract with Hatch Toyota, because obviously a lot of those funds are going to the scoreboards.
That's a personal foul called in a little battle for the basketball between Cougar Cook and Eastern Redford. Redford is the guy that was whistled, the Payson Longhorn. So he picks up the foul. That is the 6th team foul on Payson, so not an opportunity to shoot yet for Sholo, but only 12 seconds left in the half. We'll see if the Cougars can maximize what might be their final possession of the half here. They got a 2-point lead. Inbound, Preston Power. Colton Yeager has checked in. Here's Mark Drulette. He'll let it fly. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Caleb Marinelli, and the Longhorns will have it. And I don't think that shot got away inside. Final shot of the half, taken by Payson. It's no good. And we're at the end of this first half. with the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Halftime on the way in a moment. I want to wrap up my conversation here with John Kashner, the athletic director here at Show Low High School. Thank you for the hospitality. We love being here. We have a great time, and we love to provide the coverage and the support of the kids from all the teams, including the Payson Longhorns that visit us here today. Sports on Radio.
You get around.
There's no such thing as favorites because everybody's our favorite.
Right.
Everybody's our favorite, and we love it, and we appreciate the hospitality.
Well,
here.
thank you. You guys do a great job, and I know our fans that can't be here love checking in and getting all the expertise that you provide. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad you called it expertise. I'm not sure how many other people would.
All right.
Thanks,
Floyd.
Thank you, John Kashner. He is the athletic director at Show Low High School. And that brings us to the very end of the first half, everybody. It's good to have you with us on our broadcast coverage of the 3A state playoffs. The boys' playoffs are officially now underway, and we begin our coverage here at Hatch Toyota Arena. By the way, the next round, second round, is on Saturday. And our coverage, we know where that's going to be. We're going to be at Holbrook High School on Saturday, covering the team that won the regular season championship of the 3A East. That's the mighty Roadrunners, the Holbrook Roadrunners, will be hosting. We don't know who yet. It's either going to be East, Mark, or Sabino. And that'll be determined later on tonight when that game between those two teams ends. Meanwhile, Show Low leads Payson 26-24 as we wrap up the first half of Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Halftime report is on the way next.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Hatch Toyota doesn't have salespeople. We've changed how to buy a car. Now a floor product specialist works with you, and they aren't commissioned.
They're on salary, so when you're approached on the lot or in the showroom, you don't have to panic. Nobody's going to give you the bump and hustle to get you to sign on the dotted line because there's simply no pressure to do so. Hatch Toyota is taking the long view.
The view that involves your complete satisfaction with the whole buying experience. An experience we'd even be so bold to call happy. Who doesn't want to be happy?
And buying a new car is a really happy day. It's time to take the stress out of the day and put in the joy.
Shop ahead at hatchtoyota.com. Our entire fleet is at your fingertips.
Then let us know which model you're interested in and make an appointment with one of our floor product specialists.
Hatch Toyota, keeping the White Mountains rolling for 25 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Show Low.
It couldn't be easier scheduling your next appointment at Summit Healthcare's Orthopedic Clinic. And Summit's new roster of orthopedic surgeons includes Dr. Jeffrey Cornelson. Dr. Cornelson brings experience and expertise specializing in joint replacement, arthroscopy, rotator cuff repair, ACL reconstruction, and much more. Schedule your next appointment now. Same day and next day appointments are available. Contact Summit Healthcare at 928-537-6700. That's 928-537-6700.
Our Valentine's Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons.
Wow!
First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales Restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full-service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today, 536-5972.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
And folks, as always, I invite you to just disregard the football footage there on our halftime open. We just, in the busyness of stuff, we just have not been able to get the basketball footage integrated into our halftime open. But we know that our good friends, Jace Green, Kevin Kerr, and all the great people at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass are very long-suffering and patient with us and forgiving. So thanks, guys. And thank you to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass for your partnership here at Sports Zone Radio. And it's time for the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime. Right in front of us, by the way, the cheerleaders dance team, they're all gathered together, and they are celebrating their leader, Ms. Moya. Her first name escapes me, but a longtime leader. Led the team to a national championship in a competition, and we congratulate them, we congratulate her, and she is being honored here at halftime at Show Low High School as she wraps up her time as the leader. And I welcome you back in, everybody. Payson with a nice comeback in the final moments of the first half to pull it within 2 points. Show Low 26, Payson 24. Been some highlights in that first half for the Cougars. Beginning with the 13-point first half performance by Cougar Cook. He hit a couple of threes and off to a good start. Another highlight would be the sophomore Nash Brewer, who knocked down a buzzer-beating three-point make at the end of the first period. Beat the buzzer, knocked it down on a runner. The three was good. He's got 5 points in the first half for the Cougars. Rian De La Cruz has 4 points. Carlos Robles with 2 points, and Preston Power has 2 points for Show Low, who lead 26-24 right now. Well, the Payson Longhorns are led by Jack O'Grady. The lion's share of his 9 points came in that second quarter run for Payson. He leads them in scoring. Dexter Waterman has 6 points. Easton Redford with 3 points. Gary Bingham and Anderson Hatch, along with Jeremy Chavez, each have 2 points for the Payson Longhorns, who were down by at least 8 points at one stretch of the first half, but fought back to a 2-point game, and that's what we're sitting at right now. 26-24, Show Low in front of Payson. So what is up next, you ask? If you win this game, what is it that you do, you ask? And I've got the answer for you right here. This is the number 14 seed, Show Low, against number 19 Payson. The winner of this game will play on the road at Camp Verde, the number 3 seed. And I saw a Camp Verde pullover from a guy who looked like he must be a coach. And I'm going to look around in the stands. There's some scouting going on. Camp Verde is in the house, plus I'm quite sure watching the video, right? If you're from Camp Verde out there, by the way, and you're watching the video, why not give us a little comment on our Facebook or YouTube comment sections. We would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from all you out there who are watching. Thank you for joining us. If you're from Payson, check in, say hi. Maybe we'll give you a shout out here in a little bit on our broadcast. So the winner of this game goes to play the number 3 seed Camp Verde Cowboys, and that Camp Verde team is, from all accounts that I get, they are legit. And that's going to be tough in the second round for whoever wins this game. Our next broadcast of Boys 3A playoff basketball will be on Saturday at Tony Munoz Gymnasium in Holbrook. The number 6 seed Holbrook Roadrunners will play the winner of Eastmark and Sabino. We'll have the coverage for you right here at Sports Zone Radio. Tonight, Snowflake is hosting Push Ridge. Winner of that game, Snowflake is number 10, Push Ridge 23. The winner of that game will travel to ALA Gilbert North for the second round on Saturday. Tuba City is on the road at Northwest Christian. Winner there faces Yuma Catholic. Chinley is hosting Santan Foothills right now, and the winner of that game will go to number 5 Fountain Hills. Thatcher, number 9, is hosting Parker right now. Next up for the winner of that game, Gilbert Christian And number 16, ALA Ironwood right now is hosting number 17, Benjamin Franklin. And whoever wins that game gets to face the number 1 seed in the tournament, the Valley Christian Trojans. Our next broadcast, I mentioned boys broadcast, will be on Saturday at Holbrook High School. But our next broadcast is a girls' second round 3A playoff basketball matchup between Snowflake and Monument Valley. Snowflake and Monument Valley on Friday. We'll have that game for you here at Sports Zone Radio. First points of the second half are notched by Gary Bingham. And the Payson Longhorns have tied the game. We're tied 26-26, 30 seconds into the third period. Welcome in, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice NCUA Wireless right here at Sports Zone Radio. And there's a 3 on the way. Payson has steadily battled back into this thing. And Jack O'Grady says, I'll take a 3, and he knocks it down from distance for the Payson Longhorns, who now go in front 29-26. Trouble for the Cougars. They grab a timeout, so do we. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. Stand by.
Your hardworking friends at Ace Hardware are always on standby when you need them, and the Ace Hardware stores in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard are fully stocked to get you through the depths of winter. Snow removal, ice melt, heaters, ladders, outdoor power equipment, and power tools from names you trust like DeWalt and Milwaukee. The helpful hardware people can be counted on for world-class customer service. So you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal at your White Mountain Ace Hardware locations. Find them in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Thanks are not enough to our great friends at Ace Hardware. Stores in Show Low, Pine Top, Heber Overgard. Longtime partners with us at Sports Zone Radio. Byron Brown, one of our broadcasters, is the owner of Ace Hardware. And we thank them for their partnership here at Sports Zone Radio. And back into it, everybody. 7 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock with the inbound for the Cougars into Rian De La Cruz's hands. De La Cruz, Cougar Cook, Carlos Robles. Well, let's get to De La Cruz with a big 3 for Sholo. Rian felts it from deep downtown, and Sholo ties the game at 29. Blocking foul on De La Cruz. That'll be the first foul of the game on Rian. And Payson will inbound. The guy standing right in front of me, Jack O'Grady, to throw it in. Ball comes into Dexter Waterman. Payson has the basketball. Also for the Longhorns out there, Connor Hatch is on the floor. So is Gary Bingham. And Hatch will connect from the corner right side. Once again, a 3-point Payson lead. As I figure out who that 5th starter for the second half is, it's Jeremy Chavez out there for the Horns. Drive, blocking foul. Nash Brewer was moving on contact. I've got that as Nash's 3rd foul of the game. Don't know how accurate that is, but that's what my book says. Into the corner, Payson open. And the 3 is good. And the Longhorns have hit 3 threes already in the second half, everybody. That has helped them build a 6-point lead. Carlos Robles taking it up, getting knocked down, and he's at the free throw line. That's Gary Bingham with the personal foul. I believe just the first time that Bingham has been whistled here in the game. Good look right there at the head coach, Robert Mavis of Payson. This Payson team has just seemed to get steadily better and better as the season has matured. Robles unable to connect on the free throw. Well, these two teams combined for 4 threes already in the third quarter. But 3 of those are Payson Longhorn trays. And so they lead by 5 right now after a Robles free throw goes in. Waterman's 3, no good. Cougar Cook cleans it up. And here's Rian De La Cruz. Some of you know Rian better as Kyle. I talked to him about, what's the preference? So we see Robles travel and give it up for Sholo. I asked Rian before the game, what's your preference? And he said, well, a lot of people can't pronounce his name correctly. It's Rian. It's not Rian. It's not Ryan. It's Rian. And he made that clear. And so he said, a lot of people call him Kyle because they can't pronounce Rian. And now, he didn't really tell me where Kyle comes from, but I got the idea that somebody just kind of came up with it when he transferred from Blue Ridge to Sholo. As we watch Henderson knock the ball out of the dribble of Payson. Cook drives and contact. He's going to the foul line. So back on Rian, and he did give me the pronunciation. That's what we're going to go with. I might call him Kyle once in a while because some of you out there listening and watching, you know him as Kyle. But in all honesty, it's Rian. That's his real name, and that's what he is, Rian De La Cruz. And he's had a pretty good start to his third quarter as we watch Cougar Cook get to 14 points on his stat line with a foul shot there, and his team is down by 4. Cook's foul shot goes in. He's got 15 points. Now score is Payson 35, Sholo 32. Three on the way. Three is good. Jeremy Chavez. Look at the Longhorns finding the range here in the third quarter. Somebody got the radar going, and they've got 4 threes in the period. They lead by 6. They have turned it completely around. Remember, they were down by 8 first part of the second quarter, maybe even more than 8. It might have been a double-figure Cougar lead. Payson got it down to 2 at the end of the quarter, at the end of the first half. Now they're on top by 6, and they got a rebound. Sholo's gone cold. Left side, Jack O'Grady gives it up. This is Dexter Waterman at the top. Also out there on the floor, Gary Bingham. Here's this guy, Connor Hatch with the basketball. Little weave at the top. Jeremy Chavez on the floor for the Longhorns. That jumper no good. Rebound inside. Put back and foul. Gary Bingham gets fouled by Mark Drillette. Well, Mark giving up a lot of height, had very little choice but they're not going to call it on him. But there is no 34 out there on the floor. That's the guy that was shooting. I believe it was Drillette. I'm going to give him credit for the foul. 2 points good for Gary Bingham. And a 3-point play possibly on the way. Side spinning release on that free throw, no good. Preston Power, the Sholo rebound. Power, Cougar Cook, Andre Henderson, Rian De La Cruz, and Mark Drillette on the floor for the Cougars. Past the halfway mark of the third period. De La Cruz lost the handle, got tipped out, regained. Cougar Cook, pull-up three is good. Cook on the baseline. Dish, steal, Henderson. And it's going to get stolen back the other direction. Easton Redford takes it back. Pull up at the free throw line. No good. Chavez inside. That one is good on the assist from his teammate, Anderson Hatch. And that's going to force a timeout. Actually, might have been. No, Sholo. Sholo decided they wanted a timeout, everybody. And so we'll get a word in from our very good friends at Cellular One. This is Northland Basketball at Sports Zone Radio. Do stand by, everybody.
Switch to Naked Mobile today, and for a limited time, you'll get the Google Pixel 2 XL free. The Google Pixel 2 XL with a bigger 6-inch display, super fast performance, and greater battery reserve. This phone delivers. Activate with Naked Mobile and get the Google Pixel 2 XL for free when you switch and purchase 3 months of our $60 a month 20GB LTE data plan. Did we mention it's bigger, faster, stronger, and it's free? Naked Mobile with coverage on America's best networks. No contract, no credit check, no hidden fees. Available at any Cellular One store near you or at nakedmobile.com.
Insurance is a must, but that doesn't mean you must go broke just paying for it. Contact Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance for a game plan on saving more of your money. Joe and his team offer home, life, auto insurance, and more. With Joe as your insurance quarterback, you'll score big each and every time. And with State Farm cheering you on, how can you lose? Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance, providing blanket coverage of the entire White Mountains. Call Joe at 928-536-7101. That's 928-536-7101.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
Well, you can see it on the screen. A lot of activity on the floor. Jeremy Chavez puts the punctuation mark on another successful takeaway, a steal off the Nash Brewer dribble, and then finally Jeremy Chavez cashes in. Meanwhile, on the other end of the floor, personal foul called on Anderson Hatch of Payson. 44-35, the Longhorns building their lead now. It's 9, and it will stay that way for a moment anyway. On a miss, Cougar Cook 3. Long pass, tipped out. Payson got a hand on it. Number 19 seed Payson leading number 14 Sholo in this one, 44-35. And in comes the rebound. Taken away. Waterman has it. And that shot off the mark. De La Cruz fighting with it. Battle, and there is a Longhorn foul. And the guy that gets called is Easton Redford. Any relation, do you think? Inbound for the Cougars. This is Preston Power. Brings it across to Nash Brewer. Outside to Cougar Cook. Drive, dish, beautifully done. Showtime right there. Cougar Cook the assist. Preston Power, well, couldn't help but make that shot on the beautiful setup by his teammate. 44-37. Payson lead is 7 points. And Waterman at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside. Chavez trying to work against Power. Came up short, got it back, and it goes in. Hey, how about Chavez with 7 points in the quarter, 11 points in the game, and a blocked shot. Brewer wanted contact, didn't get it. Got slapped out of bounds, though. And with a minute 20 remaining in the third quarter, 46-37. Folks, you were listening to this broadcast of Northland Basketball on our partner in the White Mountains, Mix 98, KRFM Sholo. Cook, quick touch pass to the top of the key, and De La Cruz misses. Rebound by Cougar, back to Rian, now the corner. Feed it inside, good job by Brewer to find Henderson down low. Henderson fouled by Chavez. 3 fouls in the game is what I have on Jeremy Chavez. And we've got a scoring update that somebody has posted on our Facebook. Please keep on posting there. Hey, Alton Wagner, our friend. Alton says hello. Well, hello back at you, Alton. When there was 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter at Northwest Christian, Tuba City led 37-29. 37-29. Tuba City in front in that game. Andre Henderson at the line for Sholo. He made one, missed one. And 46-38, under a minute remaining in the third period of this matchup. Sholo and Payson at Hatch Toyota Arena. Sholo. Preston Power in the low blocks, sends it back outside. Time ticking down here in the third period. Cholo Payson working for maybe a final shot here. 25 seconds remain in the quarter. De La Cruz at the top. Had it tipped away. Picked up. Cougar Cook feed inside. Power turnaround. He had to release it quickly, and he did. And the shot is good for Preston. 7 seconds on the clock. Longhorns, Chavez feeds, Bingham corner. And that might have been touched. Offensive rebound. Chavez couldn't put it back in. We got a 6-point game going into the fourth quarter, basketball fans. A great playoff matchup at Sholo High School, Hatch Toyota Arena. Payson 46, Sholo 40. And the fourth quarter is on the way next. Stand by for it. Northland basketball. It's presented right here at Sports Zone Radio. Stand by, everybody.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
And our very good friends at White Mountain Regional Medical Center, the hospital in Springerville, will present the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game at the conclusion of this broadcast of 3A State Playoff Basketball, Northland Basketball, and Sports Zone Radio. Fourth quarter underway now, 46-40. Payson in front of Sholo. A couple of other scores to update you on, in case you're not reading them in the comments on our Facebook page. Nash Brewer's three won't go in. Henderson battles. O'Grady gets the rebound for the Longhorns. Well, let's see. The Monument Valley Mustangs with a 64-39 lead over Florence, the last anybody knew. Big lead at the end of the third period for Monument Valley for MV. And let's see, Chin Lee at halftime trailed Santan Foothills 28-25. According to scores reported on our Facebook feed, so thank you for those, everybody. At the end of the third quarter, I believe it is, a lead for Tuba City. Let's see here, what's that lead for Tuba City? Thank you to the comment, Jolynn Myers. Says, thanks, Jolynn Myers. Shinstock, thanks for broadcasting for all the families who couldn't attend it in person. It's awesome, she says. Well, Jolynn, thank you for that. I believe you must be a Payson fan because I saw that name on the Payson roster, Shinstock. And thank you for joining us on this broadcast as it gets tipped out. Payson a little incredulous as they call it off the Longhorns. Well, Tuba City had a late lead. Let's see, end of third quarter, Tuba City 42, Northwest Christian 39 in that game. Snowflake at the start of the fourth, leading Push Ridge 45-35. Score reported to us. Thank you, everybody. Sholo rebound. De La Cruz into the paint. Outside Brewer, and now Robles. He'll drive the paint. Throw it up on the move, left to right. And that shot is good for Carlos. Sholo opens up the fourth quarter scoring, and it came almost, well, it was about a minute and 35 into the period. Now at the 6-minute 10 mark in the fourth quarter, Payson's got it. Waterman throws it right into the hands of Andre Henderson. Sholo takes over the basketball. De La Cruz, left side, Robles. Well, they were giving him some room. He'll drive the paint. Rejected by O'Grady. Dexter Waterman, pull up right at the elbow. Shot no good. Cougar Cook rebound, and he's hacked. And the guy that got him, Jack O'Grady. And that's Jack's, I think, third foul of the game. That was indeed O'Grady. Sholo going to the foul line. That's the 7th team foul on the Longhorns. Sholo has 4 fouls, by the way. Mark Trulette checks into the Cougar lineup to replace Nash Brewer. He joins Rian De La Cruz, Carlos Robles, Andre Henderson, and the guy shooting 1-1 at the line, Cougar Cook. Cougar is now at 19 points for the game with that free throw in. And that one is no good. Tipped around and saved into backcourt. So that's going to go back to the Payson Longhorns. Folks, this is Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. And we are thrilled to have you with us here at Cholo for this 3A state playoff matchup. If you win, you get to keep on playing, don't you? And if you win this game, you get to go to Camp Verde, regardless of who you are. Camp Verde, the number 3 seed. We got people in the house scouting. I saw somebody. And a good job working inside by the Longhorns, Connor Hatch. Connor hit 2 big 3-pointers in that third period to help Payson get the lead. And his shot there puts him up by 5, 48-43. Henderson sets a screen for Cougar Cook. Handoff to Mark Trulette back outside. Cholo patient out on the perimeter. De La Cruz clear out. And he'll take it all the way around that baseline. Back outside to Cook. Head fake. Stop at the free throw line. Shot is good. Difference down to 3 points. Drive, hesitation, and then Anderson Hatch goes straight up and in for Payson. They're back in front by 5. Next broadcast of Northland basketball is this Friday. Snowflake Lady Lobos will host Monument Valley. We'll have the game for you right here at Sports Zone Radio. And then on Saturday, we will be at Holbrook High School for the Roadrunner boys as they take on East Mark or Sabino. That game going on right now. Winner of that plays Holbrook. Will be there in Holbrook on Saturday. And then we go to Payson, Prescott Valley on Monday and Tuesday for the boys. Well, actually the girls, then the boys. 3A quarterfinals in the state playoffs. Semifinals will be on Friday, the following Friday at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And then the championship round of play is the next day on Saturday. And there is a full timeout exercised by the Payson Longhorns here in the fourth quarter. So why not we get a word in from our friends at Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. Stand by.
Any insurance agent can provide a quote, return a phone call, or claim to have the best rates. But will your current agent fight alongside you if and when you need to make a claim, discuss options when life changes, or put you and your needs first? At the Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency, that's exactly who you'll get. People over profit. Years of expertise and knowledge, personalized service, and a straightforward, comprehensive, and cost-effective insurance solution. Call or visit the Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency now and experience exactly what you've been missing.
Big thank you to whoever that viewer is that's watching from Bakersfield, California. Bakersfield? Bakersfield? Isn't that the line from Castaway? Bakersfield. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Monument Valley, the Monument Valley boys leading big late in the game over the Florence Gophers. Looks like Monument Valley will advance to the next round of the playoffs. Dish, beautifully done. And the shot is good for Chavez. Jeremy Chavez opens up his fourth quarter scoring for Payson. He leads them in scoring with 13 points. His teammate, Jack O'Grady, has 12 points. De La Cruz dishes, bounce pass across the paint. Preston Powers struggling inside. It's another shot right there around the basket that he's missed here in the second half. At least two of those. You know, Preston scored 28 points the last time these two teams played. Outlet, great pass. Cougar Cook, big basket for Sholo. They're down still by 5. They'll get a steal and lose it out of bounds. Good effort. Mark Droulette leaving it on the court for the Sholo Cougars. What an effort by number 0. But just could not keep control of the basketball. It's Payson 52, Sholo 47. Crunch time right here at 2:53 left in regulation. Up in the front court it goes. Redford inside, blocked by Henderson. And a foul called. Andre showing the reaction there, obviously feeling like it was all ball. Here's the look at it. Wow, that's a pretty good play by Andre Henderson right there. Pretty good job by Henderson to block the shot of Redford. Hey, listen, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. See, the coaches have made their mistakes today. The players have made their mistakes today. The broadcaster has more than made his mistakes today. And guess what? The officials, every once in a while, they might see something that, well, just a little differently than you saw it. These officials are experienced, and they are outstanding. It's a great crew out here. 53-47 Payson. Clock moving. Robles trying to work that baseline. Lost the handle, got to give it up. Gets it back. He'll power up and blocked. Into the hands of Henderson. And he will follow for Sholo. Andre with the necessary points for the Cougars. We'll give a lot of credit, though, on that Gary Bingham block shot before that. Payson will lose the handles out of bounds. And a full timeout called for with 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Coach wants that timeout. And we get a word in from Beeman Well Drilling. This is Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. And a 4-point Payson lead here in the fourth period. 3A basketball. Stand by, everybody.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Take it to the max with Free for Life from Cellular One. Activate a new line of service with Free for Life, and you'll get the Sky D5 Max smartphone for free. Plus, you get 5 gigabytes of LTE, unlimited nationwide talk and text, and unlimited Facebook for free. See how to qualify and get your free for Life Sky D5 Max smartphone while supplies last at any Cellular One store or at mycellularone.com. Free for Life is a government-subsidized Lifeline product available to eligible customers. Only one Lifeline phone per household. Not transferable. Other restrictions apply.
Well, the Payson Longhorns, who finished the regular season with a sub-500 record, have done a terrific job here in the game to get a second-half lead. They have held that lead most of the second half now. Payson finished 5-5 in the East, 8-10 overall. They were in fourth place at the end of the regular season in the 3A East, and here they are, the number 19 seed in the 3A state playoffs. And with 90 seconds left, they've got a 4-point lead. But Andre Henderson has something to say about that for Sholo. Henderson with back-to-back Cougar baskets, and he'll come over the top and commit a foul. It's a body check on Redford. And at least 3 personal fouls in the game on Henderson. That's the 6th team foul on Sholo. By the way, Payson has 7. And as far as timeouts go, on our scoreboard graphic right there at the bottom of your screen, you can see the timeouts below the team names. Payson has 2 timeouts remaining. That's those 2 dashes, and Sholo's got 1 timeout left. And 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining with a timeout on the floor. Everybody, word in from our presenting sponsor of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
And we will present the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game coming up at the conclusion of this big matchup in the playoffs. Sholo Payson throwing down here at the Hatch Toyota Arena. And White Mountain Regional Medical Center proudly presents the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. Payson 53, Sholo 51. And here we go. The guy that is throwing it in, Dexter Waterman for Payson. He is joined on the floor by Easton Redford. The ball comes into Anderson Hatch. Jeremy Chavez on the floor, and Gary Bingham rounds out the 5. Gary's got it. High dribble, trouble with it, and he knocked it out of bounds. And yeah, that's a good call by the official. Gary was the guy. He got that big hand of his, and he swatted that thing out. Now, Coach Mavis might disagree for Payson. And at a minimum, he's got to make that argument. Here comes Sholo into front court with the basketball. 1 minute remaining in regulation. Rian De La Cruz, Carlos Robles, Andre Henderson, Mark Drillette, Cougar Cook. Here for the final 50 seconds for the Sholo Cougars. There's the curl, feed back outside, Henderson. Cougars the guy that's going to take these shots, most of them in the final moment of the game, but working hard for a high percentage shot and a full timeout from the Sholo bench with 35 seconds remaining in regulation. How do you like it? What a great finish here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Are we headed to overtime? I don't know. 2-point game and seconds remaining. Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. Stand by here in the 4th quarter.
Did you know that Summit Healthcare's orthopedic clinic is taking same-day and next-day appointments right now? There's no reason to leave them out, and because Summit offers the highest quality orthopedic medicine, and their team includes Dr. Jacob Oldham. Dr. Oldham specializes in sports medicine, joint instability or dislocation, rotator cuff and meniscus tears, tendonitis, carpal tunnel, and more. Schedule your appointment now with Summit Healthcare's Orthopedic Clinic. Call 928-537-6700. That's 928-537-6700.
Closing out this one at Sholo tonight. Who's going to win? Who's going to advance in the boys' 3A state playoffs? Payson leading Sholo 53-51 with seconds remaining. Now, our next broadcast of Northland basketball this Friday, it's girls basketball, the 3A state playoffs. And we'll be coming your direction from Snowflake High School, Snowflake and Monument Valley on Friday. And then Saturday night, the Holbrook Roadrunners boys basketball team will host a second-round playoff game, and we'll be there for that. 35 seconds on the clock, inbound. Rian De La Cruz, same 5 on the floor for the Cougars. Drillette gives it up. Robles thought about it. De La Cruz deep downtown. That's off the iron, saved in by Drillette into Payson. And Cougar Cook has to commit a foul with 17.9 seconds left. Next up for the winner of this game, a trip to Camp Verde. And a matchup with the outstanding Camp Verde Cowboys, ranked number 3 in the state. Anderson Hatch with a money free throw shot. And his team is in front by 3. He can make it a 2-possession game right here. And he does. Wow. Big shots there by Anderson Hatch. Drulette for 3. Too strong. Payson on the rebound, Gary Bingham, and he is immediately fouled by Carlos Robles. Well, they're going to say Henderson was actually the guy that got him. I'll get that as 4 fouls on Andre Henderson. And Gary Bingham can make this a 6-point game right now. Preston Power has returned for Sholo. He's been absent for a while. Power, Robles, Cook, Drulette, De La Cruz on the floor for Sholo. That one hard off the back iron, but tipped out. Payson control, another foul. And that burned another 3 seconds. So Payson inching their way toward victory on the road here at Sholo High School. This is Easton Redford. Any relation? I don't know. That one's good. Can we just call him Sundance? Cool and collected at the line, makes the shot. Big foul shots by Easton Redford. Sholo grabs a timeout with 7 seconds remaining, down 2 possessions. 57-51, Payson leading Sholo in the final seconds here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Time running out on the season for the Cougars. They've got to pull a rabbit out of the hat here in the final seconds to advance. Let's see if we got any other scorers out there, everybody. Looks like Monument Valley has come up with a victory to move on. They beat Florence 74-57. Thank you to Cynthia Kay. Krishan Yazi also reporting that same final score. Thank you, guys. Somebody out there watching from Charlottesville, Virginia. Wow. Thanks for being with us. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tuba City was trailing Northwest Christian by 4, 57-53. Now let's see here. Colton Yeager's aunt in Bakersfield, California. Danielle Yeager Slaughter was tuned in, listening, watching. And a steal by Payson. Time runs out. There's your final. Payson Longhorns have defeated the Sholo Cougars to advance in the 3A state playoffs. They will play Camp Verde on Saturday at Camp Verde. And where would you go with the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game? I'm not entirely sure. So how about we grab a timeout, think about it, and find out. That was a good team win for Payson. It's going to be hard to narrow it down. But we'll do our best to come up with a deserving recipient of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And we'll make the announcement here in just a moment. Payson advances 57-51. They have defeated the Sholo Cougars. And we'll return to our broadcast location at Hatch Toyota Arena for a post-game wrap-up right after this. Northland basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio. Stand by, everybody.
There's a season for everything. And when it comes to braces for your child, that time is usually now, because time goes by so fast. But the expense of orthodontic care can make parents put it off, oftentimes too long. That's where Beeler Orthodontics steps in to take the pressure off your checkbook. Beeler offers custom payment plans, so treatment can begin immediately. The perfect payment plan is just a visit away, because at Beeler, we don't think you should have to wait another minute. Call 537-7775. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Your hardworking friends at Ace Hardware are always on standby when you need them, and the Ace Hardware stores in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard are fully stocked to get you through the depths of winter. Snow removal, ice melt, heaters, ladders, outdoor power equipment, and power tools from names you trust like DeWalt and Milwaukee. The helpful hardware people can be counted on for world-class customer service. So you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal at your White Mountain Ace Hardware locations. Find them in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Time now for the Northland Basketball Wrap-Up Show. A look back at tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Well, it was a home court loss for the Show Low Cougars in the first round of the boys 3A state playoffs here in 2022. And for the visiting Payson Longhorns, the number 19 seed in the 3A state playoffs, what a sweet victory it was for them. After losing twice in the regular season to the Cougars, it was so tough to beat the same team 3 times. Payson comes up with the secret sauce, and they get a win here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Floyd Simmons, and we are going to shoot some video here in just a moment. Go ahead. No, okay. Well, Coach, give us a moment to get that camera ready, but hey, man, you got to feel good right now, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great battle. I mean, I take my hats off to the Cougars. They brought the best out of my guys. They really did. I mean, like they say, they rise to the competition, and my boys really rised up to the occasion. I'm very proud of my fellas. I really am.
That's Coach Mavis, Payson. We're gonna get right into our highlights video. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Show Low High School, Hatch Toyota Arena, and Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. And a huge road victory in the opening round of the 3A state playoffs for the Payson Longhorns. They come into Show Low, and they beat the Cougars 57-51. And I'm joined by Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. But first, the head coach, Robert Mavis, the head coach of this victorious Payson team. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really do.
Well, listen, we were talking a moment ago, and you were talking about, the great fight, your team, their team, and how your opponent brought out the best in your team. Talk about the victory and what it took for you to get that win tonight.
Oh, my boys, I really don't know what to say because they played their butts off. I mean, they really, really came together. It was just so exciting. It was a really good game just to be a part of.
Well, Show Low got the early start, and they had a sizable lead in that first quarter, carried it into the second quarter. It was a small lead going into the second quarter, but they built it out again before you turned it around. What was the difference? What did your guys do to retake that lead in the third quarter and then keep it?
I just told the boys they got to believe. I mean, we've been in this position before, and honestly, they believed in themselves. They went out, hit some major shots, and then they picked it up defensively. So with the defensive pressure that we applied and our shots fell, I mean, it was a making for an upset, as people call it.
Coach Mavis, is it fair to say that your team has steadily improved in the month of January and on into the playoff season?
Absolutely, yep. Yes. I can really say that. And I'm very comfortable, very, very comfortable with my guys. I mean, we go to Camp Verde next on Saturday, and let's see what the weather brings us.
Do you know anything about the Cowboys?
We played them at the beginning of the year. They beat us by 10, but it was a back-and-forth game. I mean, we went all 4 quarters till they got the lead, and they went to the spread, and we had a foul to try and get back in the game. But we'll see what's in store. I mean, I can't get rid of this excitement.
That's on the way, and that'll be Saturday. Coach, let me give you a fist bump. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Great to meet you.
Likewise.
And your team, they really represented Payson well today. Great effort.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You got it. Nice win for Payson. Final score again, 57-51. We'll hand off the headset to our Sports Zone Radio player of the game to join us now for Payson. And we could have picked one of 2 or 3 different guys. This guy as deserving as anybody on that Payson roster. He led the team actually in scoring with 13 points today. Came up clutch, especially in that second half where he scored 11 of his points. By the way, the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and it belongs to Jeremy Chavez here, the guy who helped engineer a victory for Payson. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so you guys came in, and you faced Yolo. You've seen them twice this year. They got the best of you twice, especially the last time around. They really put a number on you. What is the difference? What did your team do to come out today and engineer a victory?
We took that last beating to heart, and we knew that we couldn't go out like that again.
Simply put, what kind of work has your team put in preparing for the playoffs?
Nonstop conditioning, just the little things.
Things you might expect. We're talking to Jeremy Chavez, Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Well, Jeremy, in the second half, you guys finally got the lead. Payson got the lead. You had to hold on to it, and you had to hold on to it against a good team, a tough team. What kind of things were critical in that? What did you have to do to keep that lead?
We just had to keep the same momentum. In the second half, we got that big bucket, and we just had to keep it going.
What about there's a concept out there, momentum, and I felt like you guys got it in that third quarter, and you wouldn't relent, you wouldn't give it up. I don't know, is that something you think about? Do you believe in that? Is there such a thing? The great Blue Ridge Yellow Jacket football coach Paul Morrow said, there's no such thing as momentum. He didn't believe in it, but I think the rest of us in the sports world do. What did momentum do for your team in the second half?
Momentum, once we get it, there's no stopping us. That's what I believe.
And what was the key in that third quarter? It was hitting your threes.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys hit a ton of threes in that third quarter, right?
Yeah.
I think you were responsible as well. What did you hit? You hit one of those. Your teammate Connor Hatch, how about him? He hit a couple of big threes.
Yeah, he got hot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got Camp Verde up next. You ready for them?
Always.
You've seen them once before. How'd that game turn out?
I'd say at the beginning of the season it wasn't bad. We put up 73. I think they put up 83. But we got him this time.
You're a different team, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. Go get him. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Horns up.
Jeremy Chavez right there. Horns up. The Payson Longhorns will advance in the state playoffs after tonight's win. They knock off Shola 57-51. Thank you to Coach Robert Mavis. First time we get to meet him. And he joins us today here at Shola High School. Again, the final 57-51. And Northland basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio. Our next coverage, by the way, folks, will be Friday. Girls 3A playoff basketball. Snowflake in the second round will host Monument Valley. So we'll have that for you on Friday night. And then on Saturday, we'll be at Holbrook High School. The Roadrunners will open up their playoffs. And not sure who they're going to play. It'll be either East Mark High School or Sabino. Those two teams played tonight. Not sure if that game is in the books yet, but it might very well be. Let's see if anything's been reported on the bracket. How's that sound? Let's see. Northwest Christian officially has knocked off Tuba City 61-56. Thatcher beat Parker 69-35. They'll play Gilbert Christian. And looking to see, we still don't have, Monument Valley beat Florence. We know that Monument Valley is next going to play at Coolidge. Snowflake did beat Push Ridge 62-54, so Snowflake will move on to play American Leadership Academy Gilbert North, and we still don't know if Eastmark or Sabino has prevailed. And so then who will play Holbrook next on Saturday, but we will be at Tony Munoz Gymnasium in Holbrook to bring you that broadcast. A terrific job by our broadcast team as always. Our technical director, Fernando Quintana. Great job, Fernando, on camera for us tonight. A Shola Cougar, Noah Anderson, with his broken and surgically repaired clavicle and all, did a great job tonight. Well done, Noah. Still in a sling, but shot that camera like a pro. Great job to Noah. And, of course, our production team is led by the best in the business, our producer, Derek Simmons. I want to say thank you to the athletic director, John Kashner, here at Sholo, and the entire athletic department, the administration at Sholo, for the hospitality. For our entire crew, my name is Floyd Simmons. Thanking you folks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to join us at Snowflake on Friday for a girls 3A playoff basketball matchup, Snowflake and Monument Valley. Our next broadcast of Northland basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio. And a congratulations again to the Payson Longhorns for beating Show Low tonight. 57-51. Payson is on to Camp Verde to play on Saturday in the next round of the playoffs. God bless you, everybody. We'll see you next time for more Northland basketball. Good night from Show Low.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.